360 breathing in side lying. That's what we're gonna go over here. So this is a great position if you're having trouble feeling the pelvic floor or even the lower abs, if you're not feeling like you're able to contract them. So especially I find women post C-section can have a really hard time finding those lower abs in the early weeks. Once your scar is fully healed, you can start to mobilize that area and get that scar moving. It usually that helps you be able to find those lower abs a little bit better. But this is a great position to work on in those early weeks to start to connect to those deep abs and the pelvic floor. Okay, so I have a towel here just so that my neck is in a little bit of a better position. You're gonna bend your knees. You can do whatever is comfortable. If you want your arm up here, that's fine, or it could be in front of you here. Okay, but on your side, you've got your hand on your rib cage here. So on your inhale, you're expanding everything. So rib cage, what you want is, I want my hand to move up, okay? That shows me that my rib cage is expanding to the side, which is crucial when retraining your breathing pattern postpartum. So we really want that rib cage to move to the side. So when you inhale, see my hand move up, my belly is filling, my back, I can feel my back. You can place a hand back here when kind of troubleshooting and learning this to see if your back fills with air, because it should also. 360 degrees, pelvic floor relaxes down, okay? Inhale through your nose. Pelvic floor relaxes, everything expands. On your exhale, everything just comes back down. Pelvic floor lifts. Think of flattening those lower abs, so think of bringing your hip bones together on the exhale, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Lower belly flattens. I'm imagining bringing my hip bones together to help me feel that. Pelvic floor lifts a little bit. So when getting this deep abdominal muscle, your transverse abdominis, to activate, you can place your fingers just inside that hip bone. That's kind of where some of those muscle fibers sit, and it can give you a better idea of if you're contracting that muscle. So the way the muscle fibers run, when you work that muscle, so when I work on that contraction, I feel that muscle kind of pop into my fingertips. So I feel some tension underneath my fingers. That's a good way to know if you're working that muscle on your exhale. If you're having trouble, one of my favorite cues to try is fogging a glass. So you're gonna blow or exhale like you were fogging a glass. So I'm gonna demonstrate that here. So inhale, exhale. I felt that muscle work there. So that's a good test. If you need to work on that breathing pattern, try doing that sound on your exhale to get that muscle working a little bit more. Another thing you can do here, if you're having a hard time feeling that rib cage move up, or to the side really, but in this position upwards, on your inhale, you can work on a little bit of rib mobility here, which is great for postpartum. So I'm gonna just demonstrate a breath here. Okay, so that's just simply working on breathing. If you want to work on rib mobility, what you can do is follow that rib down on the exhale. So you'll inhale, exhale, follow that rib down and in a little bit, and then inhale, also hold that there, inhale, exhale, follow down and in, inhale, exhale, follow down and in. You should really feel your side and back body expand when you're doing that and when you're holding that pressure a little bit, okay? So that really helps get those ribs moving. So do a couple breaths like that, then retest yourself. Do another inhale, exhale, and see if that rib moves a little bit more. So ideally we want to get those ribs moving. That's one of the first things we work on when 360 breathing postpartum. So give this a try on both sides and see what you feel. See if you have an easier time here on your side versus some of the other positions, and then work your way to standing and sitting. Those are going to be a little bit harder, but it's important to practice in all positions so that you can really retrain that breathing pattern.